Plights and perils of Hong Kong broadcasting in several pages seem to be much more of fiction than reality. But in his just released book entitled Hong Kong on Air, the author expresses his views particularly on the lighter side of broadcasting transitions in Hong Kong. The book itself characterizes the adaptation of journalists in the neighboring region between old school and nearly the sublime. Herbert Ramos was there in the book launch to cover the story.
Meet Mohammed Cohen, author of the newly released book Hong Kong on Air. What seems to be a struggle in between the clash of cultures was elaborated in a humoresque way. And as Mr. Cohen describes it, lingerie would definitely be in its baselines. What strikes as funny to some may be intellectually motivated, in a sense that the book itself narrows it down through the edges of the need to adapt. Through a storyline to which is stuck in the middle of the Hong Kong transition to China, American national Mr. Cohen and his publisher Pete Spurrier dared to cross the much controversial rights of press freedom by giving their readers a spot glimpse of what's going on in real-life television broadcasting after the passage.
Well, Hong Kong on Air is a story about TV news, love, betrayal, high finance, and cheap lingerie. It's something that's meant to help people understand what Hong Kong was like in 1997, before and after the handover, and about how the economic crisis changed things for Hong Kong and for China. It's also meant to let people know what the media is like, a backstage look at television news, and from that, how journalists make the news and create the news, and it's different from the way people think.
What do you think about a concept of journalism before the handover and today?
Oh, the same issues that we were talking about before the handover are there now. I wrote about that for Columbia Journalism Review back in '97. The things to look for are still the things to look for now. Issues like self-censorship was an issue in '97. It's still an issue today.
According to Mr. Spurrier, its publisher, the only negative feedback they had so far in regards to the book is its enormous size. He laughs. Other than that, most of its context is dealt with relevance, not only by the readers based on media, but local aficionados as well. Mr. Cohen, on the other hand, gave his views about Macau's media and its progressions.
We'll be interested in the book, and I think that Macau also is very concerned or interested in how it's portrayed overseas, what its image is. Everyone describes Macau as a once sleepy Portuguese enclave, and I wonder if it was ever sleepy. You know, is that how people want to be portrayed, and is that fair? Is that accurate?
In a sense, the practice of expression comes with a greater price, since according to Mr. Cohen and Mr. Spurrier, if the book was done in the Chinese language, it would have been a different story. This is what they're working on right at this point.